Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This week we're going to be going over how to track your macros in Cronometer. I prefer Cronometer over all the other apps like MyFitnessPal or MacroFactor just because their database is verified. This just means that the sources are a little bit more legit and you can actually trust them versus something like MyFitnessPal where anybody can enter what they want and you guys can go and find that listing and use it for yourself even though it may not be as accurate. So that's why I prefer Cronometer. Anyways, we're just going to get on with the video and I'll see you guys on the computer. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to cronometer.com. You're either going to sign up and make an account or you're going to log in. I already have an account, so I'm already logged in. But for those who are signing up, notice how when you sign up, it's asking for all your details, your goals, what your body weight is, things like that. It's basically just going to give you a rough baseline of what it thinks you should be eating for your specific goal. Now, for those who watched the video last week, you can either use the numbers you calculated or you can use the ones Cronometer gave you. So you take your pick and see what fits you best. Before we get started, we're going to go down here to more. We're going to go to targets and profile. And right here, you can see you have the option either to go by ratios. I prefer to go to fixed targets. And then this way you can, input the custom ones that you either came up with, or if you want to adjust the ones Cronometer set up for you, you can adjust them there. But these are roughly what I'm eating right now. So we're going to go based off that. Now we're going to go to diary. All right. So once you're on the diary section, I want you guys to look at targets right here. It's going to say 258 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs, and 78 grams of fat, or whatever you have input for your goals. Okay. So with that, we're going to go ahead and try to break these meals down a little bit evenly, or at least, just well portioned. So that way they're evenly spaced out throughout the day. But I just want you guys to know that with a lot of these apps, it's very rare that you're going to be able to hit your macros 100% spot on unless you're very, very detailed. And I'm talking just like, let's say, you need 3 grams of carbs. You're probably going to have to put like decimals in the serving sizes just to hit those numbers. And, as you get more into it, you guys can do that. But starting out, I would say, if you go over by 2 grams or under by like 5 grams, that's fine. Unless you really want to get good at it and, try to dial it in, that's up to you. But starting out, don't overcomplicate it. Just kind of fill it out, get as close as you can. And then once you get good with that, try to dial it in a little bit more. With that being said, let's get on with meal one. So meal one, we're going to go ahead and add whey protein. We'll just go with this one right here. I want you guys to pay attention to down here where it says serving size. Over here, it always gives you a few options depending on what you want to use. Right here, it says 1 scoop is 31 grams. You guys can go, with an ounce, which is 28 grams. Or if you know how many grams your specific protein is, you can go ahead and put grams. We're just going to go ahead with a 1 scoop and we're going to go 1 serving. 1 serving is going to be 23.9 grams of protein, 1.9 grams of carbs, and 0.8 grams of fat. Then we're going to go ahead and add to diary. For our extra protein in our fats, we're going to go ahead and put large whole eggs. And we'll just use this one right here. It's going to be 6 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat per egg. We're going to do 3 of those. Add to diary. Then we're going to add some old-fashioned oats. So we'll do that. And I eat 40 grams of oats every morning, so we're going to use that. Okay. And then we're going to add some fruit. We're going to add blueberries. Fuck it, we'll use the frozen ones. I always use the frozen ones. And then we're going to go ahead and adjust this to grams because I eat 100 grams every morning. And add to diary. Okay, so with that first meal, you're going to look at this corner right here and it's going to add up to 47 grams of protein, 34 grams of carbs, and 19 grams of fat. Now with meal 2, we're going to go ahead and try to get something similar, or, if we get more, that's fine. So my second meal is boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And I'm going to use this cooked version just because that's how I weigh out my food. If, the person who's guiding you advises you to weigh it raw, you can always use this option, but I'm going to use cooked. And for grams, I'm currently eating 168 grams. We're going to go ahead and add to diary. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our carb source for this meal. I'm going to be eating jasmine rice. And we're just going to go ahead and put that one in cooked as well because I measure mine cooked as well. So 200 grams, add to diary. And then the next thing I need is some olive oil. Click that. Make sure it's on grams. We're gonna go to 5 grams, add. And for that second meal, you're gonna see that we have 57 grams of protein, 56 grams of carbs, and 11 grams of fat. All right, from this point of the video, I'm actually gonna skip meals 3 through 5 just because it's the same process as meals 1 and 2. So I hope from those 2 examples, you guys get the idea of this. But I'm actually gonna skip to meal 5 because we're gonna go ahead and redo it just with some more variety of foods. That way you guys can see a different example. So I'll see you guys there. Now, if you guys wanna get, more versatile with this and have some variety, that's up to you. I like just keeping it simple. But for your guys' sake, let's say we want to have something better for dinner. We got some carbs to spare. So let's see. Let's go ahead and delete selected items. Yes. And let's make this meal a little bit more fun. So we'll go ahead and add food. Let's say I want some shrimp for dinner. Yeah, jumbo cooked shrimp. And then we'll go with 2 servings of 85 grams. We're going to go add that to the diary. Then let's say we're making shrimp tacos. We're gonna go for Mission corn tortillas. Go for these yellow corn tortillas. And let's say 3 tortillas is 1 serving size. So we will go for, let's go for 3 servings. Okay. So with that, we need some fats now. So we'll go ahead and add some avocado for our tacos. Sure, we'll put avocado black skin. All right, so we'll do, let's see, we only have 13.8 grams of fat left. We're 21 for a whole avocado. So we'll do 6. All right, so 0.6 of an avocado. So we still only have 28 grams of carbs. No, we have to spare. So it's still kind of the same of what we had before, but this gives us some variety. So that way you guys can see. Take your time, try to understand this. Try to, experiment, play around with the site a little bit. On the app store, you can get this as an app. That's going to be a little bit easier to use. So, it's going to be a little bit of a different layout, but it should be easier. So like I said, take your time, experiment with all these configurations. If you want to do 4 meals, do 4 meals. If you guys want to add your own recipes, go ahead and experiment, try to input them. That way you can track everything. And then you guys can always download the app. That way it's, a little bit more convenient. I personally just like using the computer because I get, the bigger layout. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and end the video there. If this was helpful for you, drop a like and leave a comment down below, and just make sure to subscribe. I'm really trying to grow and, make this channel expand. So please show your support and just, drop a sub if you can. But I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll talk to you guys later.